We are back with Darnise, and so one of the things I really want to talk about is you buying your first home. First of all, congratulations.
Ooh, thank you.
You've had it for a while.
A little bit.
How long have you been in your house?
It's only a year or two.
Period. But I think even for myself, like right now, I feel like that's like, it's something on my prayer list that I'm looking at. However, a lot of people don't even know where to start. Like, I feel like that is a very intimidating purchase in your life, or just like next move in your life. What made you decide that you want to buy your first home? Let's start there.
So, COVID.
Really?
Believe it or not. I had just moved in 2019. So COVID then came. I thought I was going to be outside. COVID said no. And then you just realize how much you were spending in rent.
Yeah.
For, 800 square feet? You know what I mean? And my college roommate bought her home dang near right out of college, right? Shout out to Elisa. And talking to her, I was like, wait, your mortgage is less than what I'm spending in rent. And you have I think her townhouse was like a 3-bedroom, 2-bed. Girl, I'm doing this wrong. And so I was like, what do I need to do? And so there are a bunch of first-time home buyer programs, right? And I tried one, and they were just all over the place, child. And so I said, you know what? Maybe this is my sign to sit down and like be serious about this. So in 2020, I decided to start getting rid of some debt. I paid off like 3 credit cards.
Love it.
And I said, okay, now I'm saving money. So all those little, stimulus checks, saved them, didn't touch them. And
you're disciplined.
I tried. It was not easy, but I mean, we weren't doing anything. You know what I mean? And so, gratefully, Elisa let me stay with her. So I decided staying in this apartment and trying to save was just not conducive. Like, it didn't make sense. And so I talked to her and I said, if you can give me a year, bro, I would love it. And I think I could stack up enough to have a down payment. And she was like, cool. Which is amazing. I tell her every time, like, I couldn't have this house without you.
Yeah.
And so that's exactly what I did. I pretended like I did pay her rent though. But I put money to the side as if I was paying a mortgage for myself. And still have fun. We went to Turks.
Yeah. You did go to Turks
right? Like, still having fun, but like really sitting down and saying, you just got to get to this goal. And my goal was $25,000. Did that in a year and some change. It was the purchasing part that it gets really difficult though. Like, you can't touch your money. They check. Making sure your credit is great, right? It's just like little tedious steps that no one told me about.
That's why I'm like, was Elisa pretty much guiding through the whole process?
If I had any questions, she would answer them. But also my realtor at the time was really nice too. And I was blessed with a really good lender. So he would also walk me through it as well. So if I had any questions, I had 3 people that I can just be like, okay, tell me what's happening here. What do I need to do here? And I think it's the last, month and a half where once you get your pre-approval, you're pretty much gold, right? Like, just go out, go find something that matches. Now, they will tell you what you can afford and what you can't. So just because you was looking on Zillow don't mean it's yours.
Now, is that based off of like what you make, your salary, or it's like a number of things that go into it?
It's a number of things. So it's your income versus your debt.
Okay.
Right. And so when I say they look at everything, child, they look at everything.
They was all in your student loan
all
business.
In them. Okay. And I was like, they in forbearance because of the COVID. Calm down. And I even had to take them out of forbearance because they needed to know what's your payback. Like, I need to know. And so that went into it. Any kind of credit card debt, stuff like that. And they pretty much say, I think it's like you can only afford, they don't want you to go for more than what you make, of course, right? So I think it's like 2 or 3 times your income is what you could roundabout deal with.
So it's similar to rent.
Yes, very similar. And so they'll tell you the like dollar amount versus your mortgage, because those two things can differ, which I don't think a lot of people know. So like if you get approved for a $400,000 loan, that doesn't mean like your mortgage can be $5,000. You may only then be approved for a mortgage of $3,000 because that's what you can afford. So just because I told you it's $400,000 total, you're not thinking about HOAs.
What is HOA? Because I know what it is, but like. I know what it is, but I don't have a home. So I know what it is because my sister tells me what it is. But break down what HOA is.
It's pretty much a fee to live in a community, honestly.
Okay, so the actual community that you live in.
Correct.
Okay.
Collects a fee either monthly, some people do annually, mine is annually. And it covers, lawn maintenance, whatever amenities they have in the neighborhood, snow removal. I mean, you got to deal with that here, but all these things. But some communities don't have HOAs, right? So it just depends on what you got going. But it's a lot that comes into mortgage, and it goes up yearly. I want everybody to know that. No one told me that.
Wait, I thought it was the same.
No, ma'am.
It's like rent.
Yes. Because it's depending now. Once you get locked in, you get excited, it then depends on your property tax, and property tax goes up.
Okay.
Sometimes isn't a lot, right? But I always tell people, if you're buying something, just build it into your lifestyle of knowing your mortgage is going to increase.
Yeah. Okay. What was it like when you were deciding where to live? Because if people don't know, like we say the DMV because you're looking at Washington, D.C., Maryland, or Virginia, and you're in Maryland.
Yes.
What?
Pretty Girl County, to be exact.
That's PG County. They do call it Pretty Girl County. But what was your thought process? Because you wanted to stay in that area, but what were the decisions you were looking at in terms of deciding where to live?
Yeah. I was really unrealistic at first.
Okay.
I wanted a single family home.
In D.C.?
In Maryland.
Okay.
But still pretty delusional.
Okay.
I wanted a garage. I wanted to feel like home.
Like what you have at home.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
And no, not for what I was approved for.
Yeah.
It was giving no. And so I had to really make some adjustments. And I leaned in on my college roommate to help me, like, what are some areas that you telling me not to go to? And so whenever my realtor would send me stuff, I would be like, girl, look at these. This look crazy. What this neighborhood like? Oh, okay, don't do that. I knew I never want to live in DC proper because it's like living downtown and it's too much. And it's really expensive for no reason.
Yes.
And parts of Virginia just get way too wealthy for me as well. But
you're talking about Potomac.
No, that's Maryland.
Okay.
But
Virginia
is high.
Okay,
like Northern Virginia, please shout out to Kingstown though. But like it can get really bad. And so I said I still want to have a space where it feels like communities around. And I'm real close to anything, so it takes me maybe 20 minutes to get to DC. I always go to Virginia for my groceries and to see my friend. Like, so I think I'm in a really central location, but I had to dial it back and just say, what do I need to like be comfortable?
Yeah.
Because at first I wanted a 4-bedroom home because I knew my friends were gonna come in town.
Girl, you was gonna have to come to Dallas.
It was crazy, clearly, right? It was a crazy idea, and I was too worried about other people and not what did Darnise need.
What would you say were like your highs and lows of purchasing a home?
The high is when you get that call. I got my offer acceptance call like mid-session.
What does that mean, mid-session?
I was with the client. I was at work. And I saw my realtor's name come across, and I knew we had just put the offer in, and we were battling 11 people. Shout out to God. And I had put a previous offer on another house and lost it. And so I was really like sad, like, oh, what do I do? And so when she called, I was like, bro, I hope this is good news. And I had to not rush a client, but I was like, okay, I'm really trying to get over it so I can get to my phone. And she told me, and I cried tears. And my offer was just very competitive. And I was like, I can close in less than 30 days. Let's get to it. And so I got the money now. But the low is probably the search itself can be really defeating because you think you want one thing and you see it and it's not that, and then putting an offer in and then losing. It's a lot of toying with your own emotions.
Do you feel like you ran into anything challenging being a Black woman?
No, and that's the beauty of being in Maryland.
Nice.
So PG is like the largest space of wealthy Black people,
Yeah.
like in America.
Love
It's
it.
amazing. So honestly, I'm a poor in comparison to
A poor is crazy.
in comparison to what most people who live in PG County like experience. Honestly,
Yeah. Wow. See, I'm like at a stage now, and I was just talking about this on my TikTok, where it's like, I hope I didn't miss like my Carrie and Big penthouse moment, because I really have no desire to be in a house.
it's ghetto.
I just feel like it's so much space. In my apartment now, I'm like closing the door in case the killer comes to get me.
Facts.
Like, I don't, even with my parents, like, I'm sitting in their house, if they're, like, away, I'm, like, all the lights are on. Like, I like space, but I don't like that much space. And so I feel like it will only be when I have, like, my children where I'm, like, interested in, like, purchasing a home. But if I'm going to do a purchase now, I feel like it'll be more, like, on the commercial side, or, like, it'll be, like, business related. But everybody that owns a home, it's kind of like owning the kids. It's very
Ghetto.
it's a different life experience.
It's ghetto.
Yeah, so it's a lot going on. The last thing I do want to ask you about, I know you did renovations in your house.
Yes.
How was that?
I call myself Babisha.
Okay.
I do my own renos most of the
You
time.
know how to build a house?
Girl, no. But I do know how to grout tile, period.
Okay.
I repainted a lot of things. You would be amazed at how much paint can change your space. But with the help of my dad, we did a lot of the renovations, and I'm trying to be very realistic, because you get in a space and you just want to do and do and do. So I phased out. I call them phases. So every year there's a different phase.
So what are you looking to do now?
Right now we're focusing on the basement.
Okay.
I've got to finish painting, and then we're just gonna add like cute little decor items and changing the furniture.
Nice. Do you have any advice for people that are looking to buy their first home?
Really sit down and think about it, because it's not an apartment. You think in the first 6 months of me being in my house, my AC unit went out. Exactly. Yeah.
That HVAC fee.
Yeah.
How much is it to buy a new AC and get it installed? Ballpark.
Over 10 grand.
Ooh.
Luckily, mine just had a part that needed to be fixed. It was still $600 though.
Wow.
That I just literally just gave you 25 grand
Yeah.
to get this place, that now I gotta find a 600. It's crazy. So I've had to do a few like serious repairs to the house. And that part is what I think people forget. You think about the space and, oh, I'm a host and I'm really excited for people to see. And yes, those moments are beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm a hoster. So I love having people over. However, having the weight of doing it yourself, I would tell people now, and I hope this don't sound ridiculous, I wouldn't do this without a partner. It's really tough. And to not have a second income or just a person to complain about it too, is really difficult. So if you're looking to buy a home, just seriously think about what that means and not just the fun parts.
Sounds good.